Good afternoon, Coolest Coast. It's time for Coffee on the Coast. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this
Sorry.
episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge. Welcoming back to the show, Kristin Keck of Manitowoc Public Library. Hi, Kristin.
Hello.
You are excited today. Is it because of our
I
topic?
am excited today. Yes. Also because you almost caught me dancing to the theme music before.
It's okay. Viewers, when the placard is up and the theme music is playing, we are jamming in the background.
Yeah, we kind of are.
So, all right, it is
But,
like August 27th. That means we're
it
on the
is.
cusp of September, and coming up is a September writing challenge. Tell us, what does that mean? What do we need to know?
Okay. Basically, what you need to know is that if you write every day in the month of September, then and fill out a little calendar for us. Then when you bring it back in October 1st through I think it's the 10th. I should have that on my phone. I don't. But you will get a prize. Okay. And we don't care how much you write. We don't care what you write. It's not about, it's just the habit, getting in the habit of writing every day. So if you want to go creative and be amazing and do stories or short stories or longer fiction, or if you want to do poetry, if you just have a bunch of family recipes that need to go in a book, if you've always thought about writing down Grandpa's tales and you never have yet, now is the time. Do it now.
Okay, so
and
this
get
can
that
be
habit.
creative writing, or it could be just
writing.
recording what happened in the day. It could be like a journal entry.
Journal. Journal entries are great. Journaling is a great way to put your emotions on paper and kind of look at them and see what you've done. I love to journal. I do that every night. But we do have a calendar for you. So trying to get it on screen
Hold it back
correctly.
a little bit. I think the background blur. Yeah, that's better. Now we see it.
Is that better? Okay.
Yep.
Also, my hands shake a little bit.
Okay.
We're working on that. But you will get a calendar. You can pick those up at the front desk or at the youth desk upstairs, whichever one you happen to be closest to. And just start writing on September 1st. Now, I didn't think this through entirely because we are closed September 1st.
Oh, Labor Day.
Yes. Oops. I should always consult a calendar, and sometimes I don't. So these will be available through September 2nd. So you can still come and pick them up on September 2nd because we are closed September 1st.
Could a person request to have it emailed to them? Or is it
I
like
can
downloadable
do
from the
I can
website?
certainly do that. We have not made it downloadable from the website, which would be a great idea. I will see if that's available to do at the last minute.
Okay. I'm definitely going to email you and request one if that's possible.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. My email here is Keck, so there are two K's at the beginning, Keck at manitowoc.org.
Okay, I'm going to write this down and put it on the bottom of the screen. So Keck at manitowoc.org, right? Manitowoc.org. Let's check this out. Is that right?
Wait a minute. Engaging bifocals. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Awesome. So viewers, if you would like to participate in the reading challenge and you're not able to get to the library for any reason, go ahead and email Kristin at this email address, and then she'll email you the calendar.
Now, I will be off Saturday and Sunday, so, well, we're closed Sunday. So give me till September 2nd to get back to everybody, but I will email you back with the calendar so you can download it. I don't think it's fillable through your computer. Maybe. I really don't know. But yeah, we can get them out to you.
Cool. Yeah, if it's a PDF, you can probably edit it outline, or you could fill it out and then scan it in, or I'm sure there's lots of ways to get it to you.
Because it's kind of two challenges. So there is a place to check off that you've written every day. I want to put it closer, and that's not the best idea. Okay, so there's a place to check off that you've written every day, but there's also, if you want to, a little word count here. So if you want to keep track of how many words you write, then there is a grand prize for the person who writes the most words.
Oh.
There is the prize that you're going to get for filling out this, and that is a little disposable fountain pen.
Wait, so does everybody who
does it and fills out every day. You've written every day. And let me tell you, we all write emails all the time. So
So that counts.
write something. Yeah, something.
So I could write a haiku every day,
Yes,
and
every day.
that counts. I might not get the most words written prize,
No,
but
probably
okay.
not. Yeah, you're not going to get the most words doing that. And even our emails tend to be very short. But
But so what you're
you
saying is
will
this
get
is
a prize.
a great opportunity for somebody, for example, who has been intending to maybe do a creative writing project
Mhm,
to just knuckle
mhm,
down and commit to a certain maybe amount of time per day, maybe a certain
mhm.
number of word count per day,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Like how do you do? What will you do?
Usually I try to do word count, keeping in mind that one of my favorite authors, Terry Pratchett, amazing author. If you haven't tried him, try him. You'll like him. He's very funny. Um, he's written, he wrote in his lifetime like over 50 books. He wrote a lot, but he did it. His word goal every day was 200 words. Now we can
That's
do
not
200 words a day.
hard, right?
That's
Yeah.
not hard. We've said more than 200 words right now. I mean, it's not hard to do that. But he just did it every day because words pile up. And that's one of the great things about them. If you get enough words in a pile, maybe you have a novel. I mean, maybe you
Right.
have a short
You're
story.
not saying anything has to be edited or
No.
ready for publication.
Mm-mm.
Everything that's written, it doesn't even have to be turned into you, right?
No, 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 no. Unless you want to share, and that would be great. If you want to share online, just do like an at MPL September Writing Challenge, maybe, or something along that line. Just give us a tag so we kind of know what's happening. But if you don't want to share, that is perfectly okay too. And really, in part, this came about because I loved National Novel Writing Month, which happened every November. Unfortunately, that has gone the way of a lot of nonprofits in that they can't sustain the website anymore. So, I mean, I'm still going to do that challenge, but the community is kind of broken up.
Oh, I'm sad to hear that.
I was really, really unhappy about that. And I thought other people might be too, because it was a really great community. But then I thought, we can start small and we can do something here. And this is just to encourage writing. This
So
is just
the September Writing
get it on.
Challenge
Mm-hmm.
that the library is doing, is this a
Mm-hmm.
national thing or is this something that just
No,
the library? Okay,
this is just
cool.
Manitowoc. I mean, if it goes wider than that, okay. But I'm not going to fight that because I think it would be great. But it is just for Manitowoc Public Library. And we don't have a word count. We don't have like a word count that you have to hit by the end of the month. We don't have any restriction on what you write.
Yeah,
But the
there's no
idea is to
prompts or anything like that
start.
that you have to
Yeah.
follow, right? Yeah.
No, no, no. If you want prompts, I can give them to you because I have tons of them. But also, the Space to Write at the library will be starting up again in September. So that's the second and fourth Tuesday of every month. There will be the Franklin Room will be open. There will be prompts. There will be some exercises if you want to do that. There will be, and this is all self-driven. So there won't be like a moderator grading your work or anything. Nobody has to know what you're writing. But just come in and write.
I love it.
Come
And I
in
love that
and
you're doing whatever it
be
takes
there.
to make it accessible for people, right?
Yes.
You want prompts? We
Yes.
can provide them. Otherwise, not
Mm-hmm.
required. Do you want to? Yeah,
Not
I love
required.
it.
Mm-mm.
It gives
There's
me an
no.
idea, I realize there are so many stories that are being lost daily, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like every time somebody
Mm-hmm.
passes away, we lose all of those stories. And I
Mm-hmm.
always feel like if we could get people to write down and share what's happened
Yeah.
in their lives or what their stories are, this would be a great
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to do something like that.
The people you know have more going on than you think. I mean, that's just true. The people in your family that you see every day that you think you might not know. I was talking with a friend on Monday and she shared an amazing story that I had no idea she'd been through that. And it was just amazing and it made me appreciate her more. So write your stories down. Get people that you know, particularly maybe your grandparents or your parents. Just interview them and say, hey, tell me about the time, tell me about where you lived when you were in elementary school. Tell me about your elementary school. Tell me about the time that you had something you really wanted to do and couldn't, or could. Tell me a happy story. Tell me a sad story. Tell me a
how you
story.
met each other. Tell me
how you met each other. Yeah, that's a good one. You will learn way more about your parents than maybe you want to know about it.
Okay, so what's cool is everybody that participates and turns in this completed calendar. Can you show us? You said there's a fountain pen.
There's a fountain pen. This is a fountain pen. It is an actual fountain pen. It does have the point. It's a medium point. Sorry, it's a fine point. I love fountain pens. I think they're amazing. They write so smoothly. They are incredible to write with. And sometimes when you're really stuck for inspiration, getting out a pen that you really like and paper that you really like and putting the two together will help you get over that.
I think so, because then you just want to write. Something wants to come out. Yes.
You want to write. And the other thing is, this doesn't have an eraser. So whatever you write, whatever comes out, there's no backspace on this. You have to deal with whatever it is that you said. And sometimes we don't know what we think until we see what we write. I have found that to be true. So it breaks through that I can't do this. I don't have the skill to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. You do know what you're doing. Just write it down.
Yeah, because none of it is being judged. None of it is being critiqued. Nobody else ever has to see it if you choose it to be that way.
Awesome. If you just writing for the audience of one, which is you, cool. You will still get something wonderful out of that.
Yeah. If
you're writing and you decide I need a bigger audience for this, cool. Go to it. Make that happen, because somebody out there needs to hear your story. And that's why we have all these books in the library. Somebody needs to hear these stories. And your story matters.
And it's not impossible that what you write could go to the next level. There's now a local publishing company, Freshwater Press, right? Like there's if
there
you're
are
serious
local
about
if you're serious about going forward, there are lots. I mean, we've got books on how to do that too, but there are lots of ways to do that. There are online forums, there are local publishing companies, even just going, if you have a little story, going to somewhere like the Hamilton Woodtype Museum, because I know they do zine setting, so you could do, but I don't know what that costs or what's involved with that. So I don't know how they vet that, but I know it happens because I've seen them in their gift shop.
That's cool.
So
okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are places to get it out there.
You mentioned a grand prize. What does somebody do to qualify for that, and what is it?
So the grand prize comes with that word count. If you keep count of the words that you write every day, and then there is a little space to add them up at the bottom. So you add them up.
Ooh, then you I didn't know math was going to be involved, Kristin.
I can do math. I can do it if you don't want to, but you have to fill it out every day, and then you have to give me your name and your phone number, because if you ask me to do it, it's going to take a little longer, because math is not my thing. But I will, in the interests of promoting writing, the things I do. But I will. I have a calculator. I can do math. And then whoever has the most words will get a grand prize of a refillable fountain pen. So something more along this line, which is my go-to pen. I use this every day. It's a very simple filling mechanism. There's a vacuum pump that you just twist, and it just draws the ink up through. And this is not the pen that you will get, because this is mine, first of all. And second of all, the one we've ordered has not come in yet. It will be here. It will be here. I do actually have the one that we order. I should have grabbed it and brought it in. It's really nice. But and also a bottle of ink to fill it with. And this is, I think this is amusing, called Writer's Blood from Diamond Ink Company. It is a very kind of dark burgundy. It looks great on the page.
Oh, the color of the
So
ink
the
is
color of
darker.
the ink is this kind of color. It is that
Ooh,
kind of rich oxblood kind of color.
yeah.
It looks really nice. I have to admit, this is one of my favorite inks, and that's why I chose to put it in this. So
Cool.
you're getting my
Okay,
favorite pen and my favorite inks.
who is this for? Who can participate?
We're looking for teens and up. Teens, adults, but if there's a younger person that's really into writing and can commit to that every day for a month, because sometimes that's hard for the younger people,
Okay.
thinking really little. But still, every day that you have to know how to write. But every day for a month, put something down, then yeah, we'll get you a pen.
Awesome.
It'll
And
be
then
great.
it's all the way up. So
All the way
105.
up. So,
Okay.
oh yeah, absolutely. Because you have valuable memories at 105. We need to hear about that. You have valuable memories at 25, and we need to hear about that. You have valuable memories at 15. Tell us what you hope for the future. Every person inside themselves has worlds and worlds of experience. No matter how young you are, no matter how old you have so much inside you that should be shared with the world, in my opinion. But if you just want an audience of one, just yourself, you will learn about yourself. And that's the thing I really loved about National Novel Writing Month every year, and I'm really sad that's gone. So I intend to do poetry for this month. I intend to write a poem a day. It's been a long time since I've written poetry, and I think it's time I tried again.
Nice.
So,
Okay. So the September Writing Challenge. So now is the
yes,
time to get the
now is the
calendar.
time.
You can also request it from
Mm-hmm.
Kristin. So if you can't
Mm-hmm.
get to the library, you can send an email to the email address at the bottom of the screen. And then, Kristin, when do the completed calendars get turned in? Like, what's the cutoff?
Completed calendars need to be turned in from October 1st to, I'm 90%, it's the next Friday. So it would be either the 8th or the 10th. I can't remember which.
Okay.
Hold on.
So like
I will look at my.
that first week in October
Yeah,
is when you need to get it turned in.
that first week and a bit in October, because October actually starts like on a Wednesday. So yeah, it's the 10th. And then I will call for the grand prize once I have all the numbers crunched, which will probably be October 13th, because that's the next Monday. Because I want to give everybody who's going to turn something in the same shot.
Yeah. Oh, how
Now
awesome.
we will need, so if I email you the calendar, we will need a printed calendar returned to us so I can do that. So if I email you the calendar, and I can certainly do that, at some point you'll need to print it out to turn it back into us. And we have printing at the library. So if you don't have a printer at home, come on in. We can print it out for you.
Okay,
I think it's 10
everyone.
cents. So
Put your creativity hats on, or at
yes,
least sharpen your pencils. Participate in the September Writing Challenge. This is
fill up your
happening at
fountain
Manitowoc
pen.
Public Library. Yeah, fill up your
Fill up
fountain
your
pen.
fountain pens.
And then if
I
you
love fountain
participate,
pens.
you can win your own fountain pen.
Yes.
And if you've got any questions too, just reach out to Kristin, and it sounds like you'd be
I'm here.
more than happy to help people get
I
started.
may tell you too much. I'm a little excited about this, so I may tell you too much.
Anything else you think we should know, Kristin? Anything else about getting started?
About getting started, the easiest thing to do is start where you are. That's one of my favorite quotes. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. So start where you are. Start about, tell me about your September 1st. It's a Monday, so, but tell me about your September 1st, or tell yourself about your September 1st.
It's a Monday, but it's also Labor Day, so there
Yes,
could be
that's
some great stories.
true. There
Yeah.
could be some, yes, involving fire and barbecues.
Kristin, thank you so much for joining me today and telling us all
Thank
about the September
you.
Writing Challenge.
Yes.
Viewers, I hope that you take advantage of this and really treat yourself to being creative and putting words on the page. My
You'll feel
guest
better.
today, Kristin Keck, Manitowoc Public Library. I'm your host, Tina Prigge. Get writing, everyone. We'll see you next
Yay.
time.
Yay.